So we're starting to see strength, right, coming back in some of the medical counters in Singapore, mainly the glove makers. We're talking about Riverstone and UGHealthcare today, right? So over the past 2 months, we've seen, the medical sector being hit, a bit of weakness. Most of them have came down by more than 5 to 10%, right? And managed to find a bit of a support and started to consolidate, but there wasn't really much of a move, right? But over the past 1 to 2 weeks, there were some signs of a strength coming back, some signals of a reversal happening. And let's take a look at where we were about 1 or 2 weeks back, and of course more importantly where we are right now, right, for these two medical plays in Singapore, the glove makers Riverstone and UGHealthcare. Let's take a look at where we are right now for these two stocks and if there can still be more upside in the coming days or maybe over the next few weeks. So this is Riverstone right over here at about 2 weeks back. We were then trading at about $3.40. So there was some support coming back at about that $3 level. Look at this, we were holding above this $3 level since July. So a bit of a support here, kind of rebounded from there, a bit of a bullish candle spotted. Alright, and these $3 also coincides with what we call the 100 days moving average. This red line right over here, you can see that it kind of like sloping upwards towards the $3 support psychological level. Alright, so some upside targets were drawn to about $3.50. So a bit of selling coming back over the past 2 weeks. Then at about $3.50, that's where sellers came back, right? But we're looking at a potential break above that $3.50 to push to about $3.80 to $4. So there are some upside targets that were drawn by about 15% upside to about 8% upside to about $3.80. So that was about 2 weeks back for Riverstone, right? So let's take a look at where we are right now for Riverstone. So this is Riverstone right over here as of the 7th of October 2020. So we are currently trading at about $3.80. So we've kind of hit our upside targets at about $3.80. Alright, and it seems like it's consolidating right now. So let me just go ahead to draw some resistance lines right over here. So right over here, as I mentioned, there was some resistance at about $3.50 to $3.60. We kind of lowered this line to somewhere around $3.60 right now, right? $3.60 right now. You can see $3.60, $3.50 was a bit of resistance. We kind of broke that level over the past week, all right, and that would now become the support. Let me just put this line as green color right over here. So this is the support for Riverstone right now, about $3.60. Right, we have kind of like broke that $3.50 to $3.60, and seems like there's some strength coming back for this counter, right? And over the past few days, a bit of resistance, I would say, coming back around that $3.90 to $4, which is normal, right? Given that you have pushed up from like $3.30, $3.40 all the way to about $3.80 right now, right? More than 5-10% upside. All right, and in terms of the moving averages, you can see that this green line, right, we have managed to cross back up above this green line. This green line is the 20 days moving average. So you can see it's slowly starting to slope upwards, all right, and prices have kind of crossed back above it. So yeah, I think we do hold above that $3.60 immediate support level. All right, we can potentially see a bit of upside coming back. Let me just draw some upside targets for you. Yes, right over here to about $4 to $4.30, right? That would be the upside targets. Why 4.30? Look at this right over here. 4.30 was a bit of resistance we've seen in August, just before the sell down. So we might hit towards that $4 to $4.30 level. All right, right over here, this is some upside targets that is drawn. All right, as long as we hold above the immediate support at $3.60. So in terms of the long-term trend, all right, I think I mentioned in previous video as well, the long-term trend still looks quite okay. Look at this, the red line is still sloping upwards, right? It's still above that 200 days moving average blue line. So in terms of the mid to long term trend, we are still looking quite okay. But of course, short term, we saw some weakness coming back. It sold off, found a bit of support at $3 and started to rebound and push up from there. Right. So right now, I would say anything above $3.50 to $3.60, we might still see a bit of reversal coming back, right? More for the upside. All right, and we might potentially hit to $4 to $4.30. All right, that would be upside targets for Riverstone. So if you do like this video, I would appreciate an early thumbs up. It will definitely help out the channel a bit, and thank you so much for doing that. So this is UGHealthcare just last week, just after they have done a 3-for-1 stock split. All right, so the number of shares that existing shareholders will have will increase by about 3 times, and of course prices kind of adjusted downwards by about 3 times as well. Right, so it was just after the stock split on the 1st of October, just last week, and we're then trading at about 85 cents. Right, so after the adjusted prices, you can see that there were a bit of support coming back around 70 cents, and of course with the immediate resistance at about 90 cents right away. Let me just zoom in for you. So 90 cents was a key resistance level. All right, it seems like we've been holding below this level, right, since August, right, based on adjusted stock split prices. But we kind of like approached these 90 cents and kind of like attempted to break above 90 cents. So there are some upside targets that were drawn with a potential break above 90 cents for it to push higher, right, to about $1 to maybe about $1.15 right over here. Right, so this was just last week, right? So let's take a look at UG Healthcare right now, all right, as of the 7th of October 2020. So this is UG Healthcare as of 7th of October 2020, currently trading at about 0.985. Let me just zoom it in for you, 0.985 right over here. So it seems like we have broken, all right, that 90 cents resistance level that I mentioned last week. Kind of broke on, I think just a few days back, it kind of broke the 90 cents, started to push up, and we started to see a bit of support coming back over the past few days at about 95 cents, all right, 0.95. That would be the immediate support for now. It seems like buyers are coming back to kind of hold above that level, all right, and we might see a bit more upside coming back if we can potentially push strongly, all right, above that $1 level, right? That would be the upside to about 110 to about 1.15, right? So in the short term, same thing, there are some signs of a short-term reversal in terms of trend. Look at these, right? Prices have kind of like broke up and crossed back above that 20 days moving average, right? It seems like, it was like pointing down, then moving sideways. But over the past week, we've seen the 20 days moving average green line, right, starting to slope upwards, all right, and prices have gone back above that 20 days moving average, which shows that in terms of the short-term trend, that could potentially be a bit more upside. And of course, we broke that 90 cents level, and that's where, some strength came back. Alright, so in terms of the mid to long term trend, I've mentioned as well, so far it seems like the longer term trend is still intact, it's still pointing up. Look at this red line, look at this, it's still pointing upwards. Prices are holding above the 100 days moving average, and of course the 200 days moving average blue line as well. Alright, so in terms of the longer term trend, it's still sloping upwards, but of course short term we saw weakness, a bit of consolidation, and right now it seems like there's some strength coming back, and there's some upside potential, right, for the rebound to continue. Okay, so this is UG Healthcare. I think it still looks quite positive, right, for now, above that 95 cents immediate support level, right, with an upside target, by about 15 to 18%, right, to about 110 to 1.15, right, which is the recent high that we've seen in August, right, as per the adjusted prices after the stock split. So there we have it. We have covered two, all right, Singapore medical counters, right, the glove makers Riverstone and UG Healthcare, which you can put in your watch list for potentially more upside reversal to happen. Right, so I hope you have taken note of the level. All right, if you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the bell, the notification, so that you will be alerted whenever any new videos like this comes out. Right, so remember to like the video as well, comment below. All right, let me know your thoughts on these two counters. Which do you think have more upside, or perhaps can go up even faster? Right, let me know your comments below in this video.